Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Nitty, back with another reading. This is gonna be an all signs reading. We're gonna be asking who's coming towards you and why. And why. What's up, Brittany? All is well. Hope all is well with you too. What's up, Marie E? Hey, Danny. Hey, Melis. Or Melissa. Like Melissa. What's up, Linus Kitty? Oh, shit. Hey, Nye. Hey, Danny. What's that? I've been having the hardest week. Well, let's hope this is a good one then. What's up, C Mac? Hey, Eddie. He said, bring the beard back. I know, right? I seen this video when I had the beard. That thing was crazy. I didn't even realize it was that big. I was tripping. It was cool, though. It was fun to have it. That's right, TGI Friday. TGIF. Alright, so where are we going forward? Hey, what's up? What's up, Seven Hearts? I think we're going forward today. Make sure. I think it's forward. I think we are. Let's see. I think it is. Let's see. Comments. Okay. What was the most recent comments? It was. Okay, yeah. Wait. If Capricorn was at 112. Wait, which one was that? No, that was the one after. So it has to be. Yeah, okay. So we're going forward. All right, we're going forward today, y'all. So let's get started. All right, so you see I got it the long way because it's the only way that I can read the comments. When I do it the horizontal way, it blocks out the comments, so I can't read the comments. Right now, I can read y'all comments. You said he got the gift of silence from me. He gonna hear from you soon. I just know it. I just know one of these days you're gonna reach out and be like, Taurus, I missed you so much. I haven't talked to you in so long. He's like, Kitty, I knew you was gonna reach out. That's what he was gonna say. All right, so who's coming towards y'all? Could be a Capricorn or Virgo. So it's somebody who misses what you guys do for them. You got Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody who you guys either take care of their needs or focus on their needs, or somebody who you guys nurture, or somebody who's used to being nurtured by you, or this could just be like somebody who's used to nurturing you, but they do it for your attention. All right, so this may be somebody who encourages you, cheers you on, praises you, validates your feelings a lot, or just kind of like they help you be self-sustainable at times. All right, so this could be a friend, but this could also be maybe like somebody who you guys have care and concern for. All right. So some of y'all is a person that you guys haven't really made a full judgment on just yet. Some of y'all may not really be interested in maybe taking a relationship further, or just maybe somebody who's not really interested in taking a relationship further. I got King of Wands in reverse and a Judgment in reverse. So it's maybe somebody who does kind of like pull at your heartstrings at times. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, and then other times it feels like, it's not that big of a deal. So it's maybe one of those relationships where, I don't know, it changes your philosophies. Y'all don't have the same views. That's what it is. Y'all don't have the same views or the same like life experiences or the same walks of life. Something about the way you live your life and the way they live their life isn't quite the same. All right, like y'all don't have that in mind or in common, but y'all just get along. So some of y'all it's just sex. Cause I got the Temperance and the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups. Some of y'all it's just like for sex or it's just passion or something like that. Some of y'all they're just gonna come visit you guys. And it's somebody who's overly confident that you'd be happy that they'd show up, or they're overly confident that you're gonna hear from them, or that they're gonna hear from you, or something like that. It's somebody who's self-assured that you're gonna hear that you're gonna reach out, or that they're gonna reach out, and it's gonna go how they think it will go. So some of y'all this is like a little booty call or something like that. It's somebody you guys can't get rid of or haven't gotten over or something like that. And then for others of y'all, it's going to be somebody who's been looking for signs that you want them to pursue you, looking for signs that you find them attractive. You know what I mean? So this could be somebody who's a little taller. Some of y'all, somebody who's a little taller. And then I got about your age. One is a little older. I got like 3 people about your age. You got like 4 different people coming towards y'all. So one of y'all is somebody who's a little upset with y'all because maybe you guys don't care about them anymore, or they just miss like hearing from you, miscommunicating with you, mistalking to you. Like they may be trying to keep you guys from ending the connection and moving on to another relationship. Because the Knight of Wands, somebody who only approaches you out of jealousy, and with the Queen of Cups in reverse, is somebody who misses your attention, misses your validation, misses maybe the sex, misses the experience, misses maybe you hyping them up. You know what I'm saying? Here we go with the sex talk. Hey man, you know that's what I mean, you know, that's what men and women want to do. That's what men and women want to do. I don't know if y'all be thinking y'all all funny as Monique, because y'all not. You know what I mean? I don't know if we all think we handsome as whoever, but we not. You know what I mean? So we know at some point you guys either want money or you want sex. You know what I mean? At this point, just somebody who's just looking for entertainment, looking for excitement. I think they're just looking to like be possessive or to like mark their territory. That's what I'm really getting. It's somebody who kind of wants to make their presence known or make their presence felt in your life. You know what I mean? So maybe they're going to try to sway your feelings or your emotions to do something they want you to do. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of what it is too. They want you to do something they want you to do. So maybe it's like you guys go on a trip or do some type of experience together. They want you to share in it as a family. Because I got the 10 of Pentacles here too. Or they want you to do it as a group. So so they want you to do something with them as a group or do something as a family or as a couple so that people could see y'all together. So they may try to, I'm just going to say they're going to try to maybe push you into a situation, you know what I mean, and maybe guilt you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. Why do I want to do that? I get them trying to guilt you guys or make you feel bad in a way or play on your feelings in some way so that you kind of feel obligated to go in the direction that they want you to go in. So this could even be like maybe they do something for you first, kind of, or they do something to kind of like ease the mood or like gently jump. Well, they're not going to gently jump into it, but they're going to do something in a way where it's kind of like to like keep the move like make the mood around y'all like peaceful, real easygoing type of vibe. So this could be like maybe drinks or like I don't know, maybe it's a little. It's not. I don't get a party. It's like I don't know. They just kind of make the environment maybe more comfortable for you in a way, or make the like kind of like just like dimming the lights and maybe putting candles on. I don't know if they're gonna go that far. It's not romantic like, but I'm giving you an example of what I mean when I'm saying like they're gonna try to set the mood for it. So it's gonna be like setting the stage for like maybe them coming that way. Maybe they just insinuate it. Maybe they like you know what I mean, say it like, oh, I'm about to come around that way, or I'm about to hit you up, or I'm about to be around your way, or something like that. You'll get messages or communication from them kind of like letting you know their whereabouts, you know what I mean, or they're looking for your whereabouts. It's one of the two, you know what I mean? So, all right, could be a mother figure for some of y'all because I got too many queens. So, or a family member or somebody who you guys have been dealing with for a while. Like if it's a little sneaky link or a freaky freak, what's up, Nita? Nita with the support. If it's a little freaky freak, then this is somebody who you guys have been doing this with for a while because of the 10 of Pentacles. It just hasn't like turned around in the way that you maybe expected it to, or it just hasn't expanded, evolved, grown in the way that you would want it to. You know what I mean? So they maybe, yeah, some of y'all are trying to come over or talk about maybe like visiting, or they're going to talk about maybe moving in, or they're going to talk about doing something together. It's manipulative because they want you to need them, or they want you to feel like that you miss them. They want you to play that role, or they're going to play that role. One of the two is going to happen here. One of the two, but it's just for your approval, for your praise, and for your validation of the moment. So it's just for like a temporary, maybe happiness or temporary experience, something like that's happening here. Should be good news though. It's news you'd want to hear. It's somebody you'd want to hear from. So I'm not, you know what I mean? It's not like it's not somebody you don't want to hear from. It's somebody you want to hear from. So it could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag, Cancer, Gemini. All right. So they already have a plan in mind too when they reach out. So don't let them fool you and make you think that this was like all coincidence and all that. Because that's what I was kind of getting at with the Judgment in reverse, that they may try to make it seem like it's a coincidence. So that's, remember I was saying earlier, maybe they'll be in your environment, or they'll be around, or they'll try to invite you somewhere where maybe they're like at already or in that area. You know what I mean? Something like that. Or they'll announce that they're in that area or something like that. It's something like that. I'm telling you. They're kind of already sure that you want to hear from them, though. He said, baked cookies get baked and clean from egg beaters. Did my friend since she loves me or not? What his feelings about me? I have no idea, Peace. I have no idea what they feel. What's up, Tree, right? Hey, Tracy Trees. All right, so let's see, Taurus. Somebody you guys used to either work with, live with, or somebody you guys used to date at a more casual level. Could be an Aries, could be a Capricorn. So somebody else like a coworker. Yeah, it's a relationship that never got past a certain point. This person could be holding back from you guys from maybe initiating or trying to maybe like give closure in the relationship. Could be a Pisces, could be a Sag, could be a Scorpio, Leo, Virgo. Yeah, somebody who ghosted you guys. Maybe they had too many options, or this is somebody who maybe like teases you guys with what they think you want, but then play, or they go ghost, or they get vague, or they stop being responsive. It's somebody like that. There's somebody who's trying to tempt you guys. They want you guys to take action. There's somebody who's trying to give you like the signs, trying to give you guys like the what do they call it? Like the I was almost gonna say the silent treatment. Some of y'all maybe a silent treatment this person is trying to give you guys, or maybe you guys are giving somebody a silent treatment. But I was also just thinking that some of y'all is somebody who's trying to tempt you guys to say something or to get vulnerable or to like express yourselves or to put your heart on the line in a way with them. Like they want you to be bold. All right, yeah, we got King of Wands. So there's somebody who wants you to pursue them or wants you to like chase them or just give them a hint that they should pursue you guys. So they're passively aggressively pursuing you guys or passively aggressively like keeping tabs on you. You know what I mean? So this could be like asking other friends, asking other people. So I see the hermit here checking a laptop or an iPad. So it could be them checking their social media, checking your social media. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody who's nosy. Somebody who's nosy and really not like seen around. So you haven't like been around this person lately, or this person hasn't been around you lately, or something like that. It's kind of like they're trying to get to know you guys without really trying to get to know you guys. You know what I mean? So this means somebody who looks at your pictures. Can I get that with the Seven of Cups and this Hermit? It's somebody who looks at your pictures a lot and maybe gets sad or feels disappointed because maybe the relationship hasn't like got off the ground or didn't come into fruition the way that they expected it to. All right, and I also get somebody from the past trying to renew it. You know what I mean? I was trying to look past that, but the Judgment is here. Three of Swords is here. King of Wands. So some of y'all are somebody who you guys don't see potential of it going anywhere. They're just attractive. You know what I mean? This may be somebody who's just here for a short time, not a long time. They may have followers too, or a lot of followers, or a lot of subscribers, or something like that. It's somebody who is like you. Maybe you guys are running out of patience with, because either they're not pursuing you or taking action or being assertive with you, or you guys just don't see the potential of it. But like you guys keep dealing with them because maybe they tempt you guys. Maybe they kind of like sell up these elaborate stories about like what it could be, and then they let you down. You know what I mean? They're like, it's a King of Wands in reverse. So there's somebody who's used to getting what they desire, so they don't really be committed or not really like, you know what I mean? They're not really devoted to any one partner. They got options. There's somebody who has options, so they're not really devoted to one partner. You know what I mean? And they kind of like keep their options open. Like, let me just see what else is out there. Let me see what else I can do. You know, they just find you attractive. They find you attractive. And so if it's not going to move or nothing's going to happen between y'all, they're just going to move on. But I guess they're like trying to give you signs or trying to give you like signals like, I'm interested into you. So some of y'all, maybe somebody's going to probably send you guys pictures or send you anything, TikToks, Reels, post, messages, text messages, calls, I don't know, voice messages, whatever. They're going to send you stuff. They're going to send you something to kind of like tempt you, to get you to maybe for y'all to take lead. So if it's somebody who like hurt you or broke your heart or disappointed you, they're going to try to put it out there in a way where you are like kind of like the initiator. You know what I mean? Like, I know I did you wrong, so you got to like let me know that you want me to take action again, and then I will. You know what I mean? So like, or this is somebody who's trying to tempt you to take action. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. Anyway, they got like a nurturing spirit about themselves though. And some of y'all, they got, if it's a woman, she got a nice little rump on her. And if it's a man, it's somebody who's strong, or it's somebody who's working on their physical body. They're strong, or they're working on it. It's one of the two. I kind of feel like they're strong though, but I don't know. Maybe they mask it. Cause I got King of Wands too, so it's somebody who's maybe has this out. They have this bravado about themselves where they're like overly confident, overly assured. So they're like, they don't feel like they have to take action in the way that maybe like traditional men do, or this is like a woman who's like aggressive, who tends to micromanage everything. She's the boss, she's the leader, she's got strong personality. You know what I mean? She's very judgmental. And if that's the case, it's a previous person who judged you guys wrong, and now they're in their pride or in their ego right now because they feel like you have too many options for them to come and approach you. So they're going to try to give you signs, signals, clues, insinuate, so that way you can take action on them, because they feel like, oh, it's too many for me to like put myself out there. They got too much pride. Even if it's a man, it's the same thing. They got too much pride. They got too many options. They're like, shit, I got too many choices right now. I don't need to take no losses. Like if you say no, they're like, I got all these other guys or all these other girls saying, yeah, I can't let that happen. So there's somebody who is prideful at this moment. It's prideful. They don't try people that they don't think they're gonna win, or they don't try people that they don't think they're gonna win over. You know what I mean? So they just keep to themselves and just observe you, watch you. But I guess they're gonna come at you guys in a subtle way. So it's not really like direct. It's King of Wands. It's passive aggressively. You know what I mean? This could be, like I said, joking, playing, social media. It could be anything, like, you know what I mean, sending you pictures, tempting you in a way. They're trying to tempt you in a way to kind of like expose yourself or to put yourself out there with them. You know what I mean? So that way they could take lead or take charge. All right. So it could be a Leo, it could be a Scorpio, it could be a Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. I say Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. Somebody else, a co-worker or somebody you guys work with, or a client or something like that. You guys may know them through work in general, like whatever you do for work. Even if they don't work with you, you may know them through work. All right, thank y'all in advance for hitting them likes. You said, man, up and talk to me, don't send that damn pigeon. Sometimes they gotta send a little pigeon. Sometimes they gotta send you a little pigeon just to check, just to see if it worked. All right, so Gemini. So that's somebody you guys aren't talking to either. That's somebody who's missing y'all. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Gemini. All right, so this may also be somebody who's blind or who has like bad eyesight. So Scorpio, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So it's gonna be somebody who either wants to be a friend to y'all or wants to be a lot more cordial, playful with y'all. They have a crush on y'all. We got 8 of Wands. There's somebody who has a crush on y'all, but is afraid to take action or afraid to reach out. Y'all got a lot of that. See, oh, you know, they're shy though, because the Page of Cups. They're shy. So this is somebody who probably has an accent too. I was gonna say a down south accent. They're a little socially that makes sense. They're a little socially awkward. Probably not your usual type. We got Taurus in reverse. We got the Hermit here. So there's somebody who's probably not your usual type. Maybe a little bit older, or they kind of a little feeble, or they're very young. It's one or two. I kind of get older, but if they're young, they give old man or old woman vibes. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who's not really used to socializing with a lot of people. So like the way they talk or the way they approach people comes off as like shy, timid, unsure of myself, or it comes off as like flirty too, playfully. They like to flatter you a lot. You look really handsome or really attractive, Gemini. They're jokes. They could be a jokester too, or they play an instrument maybe. Again, though, this is somebody who's looking for signs. So they're gonna be trying to play with you, be friendly. You know, maybe jokey joke with you, trying to see signs if you're attracted to them, or trying to see signs if some of y'all, they're trying to figure out if you guys have figured them out. So it's maybe somebody who's also just trying to feel you out to see if maybe you're upset with them, or see if you are like, I don't know, figure them out. If you figured out their pattern, or if you figured out more about them in some way. The Judgment though. So some of y'all, somebody you guys have already made a final call on, but they're still hanging around. You know what I mean? They don't, maybe you make them the most comfortable, or you make them feel the most secure, because they don't really know who else to deal with. You know what I mean? Like you may have been the relationship that they felt, like I said, they could be themselves. You know what I mean? Maybe their little weird quirks or little weird kinks come out, and they can be comfortable with you. Right now, somebody who doesn't like to express how happy you really make them. Like this is somebody who's a prude usually, or like very self-possessed, where they only be like focused on themselves and what other people think about them. You know what I mean? So like they don't be who they normally are in the public because they're worried about like what everybody else may think. But like with you, it's cool. You just you allow them to let their hair down. Or this is somebody who allows you to let your hair down, where you can just go wild. You can just say whatever comes into your mind. You know what I mean? They don't really take anything too deep, or they try to keep like superficial conversations with you because there's somebody who doesn't want you to know like more about them. They don't want you to know them on a deeper level for some reason. I think they just find you attractive. Could be a Leo, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag. Yeah, they don't want to get to know y'all. They just like the popularity of like maybe having your attention or being recognized, being validated by y'all. So they'll probably reach out to y'all. But this is somebody who like reaches out from time to time when they maybe when they're bored, or they try to reach out when they think that you're like all alone or when they're alone. So maybe they're in a relationship. And somebody, yeah, they could be divorced, or they could just be like recently out of a long-term relationship, which could be like a co-parenting relationship. It could be anything. It could be maybe a job. Maybe it's somebody who recently lost their job or left a job. You know what I mean? Because I get that they had some type of big life change that's happening in them, which could be anything. It could be kids. It could be, it could be anything. I don't know. It could be like I said, quit a job. Maybe they change religions. Maybe they change the behavior pattern that you knew them as. Like maybe at one time they were like maybe more outgoing, and maybe they became a little bit socially awkward, a little bit like, a little bit off-putting in a way, or just a little bit like how to avoid them or some way. You know what I mean? Not like they're bad people, but like they may not be your type anymore. Like y'all may have grown apart because you don't live the same life that they live, or you don't value the same things that they value. You know what I mean? This is somebody who values like status, or values like non-traditional lanes of status. So like let's say that you're a Wall Street banker, you don't care too much about the politics of drivers, you know what I mean? Like Uber or whatever, or like, I don't know, like a Walmart truck driver, you don't really care too much about the politics of that. So maybe you guys just don't like share those same values in a sense. Because it's somebody who doesn't really care to get to know you on a deeper level. They just want to, like, I don't know, get your attention, maybe flirt with you, try to like see if you're interested. This is somebody who finds you attractive, you know what I mean? But like they may feel like you're too popular for them. They may feel like you outshine them. That might be part of what it is. Because the hermit also gives me somebody who tries to do research on you, studies you, you know what I mean? But like in unorthodox ways because of the hairband here. So they try to do it in unorthodox ways by like hanging around you and try not to like call attention to themselves. They be around. So maybe some of y'all, they just be watching y'all silently. This could be like, if you be online, they just be watching you. Like for instance, I'm here. People could just be watching and they never say nothing. So it's giving that. Like this is somebody who maybe feels like they want to know you guys deeper, but they don't want to know you guys deeper. They just kind of have this fantasy fairy tale about you made up in their mind. And they just want to be able to, I don't know, just maybe flirt with you, or just kind of like play around and just kind of see where it could go. They don't feel like it would go far because I guess maybe for them, they feel like you're too popular, too much status, too many people know you. You know what I mean? You get too much praise all the time. So they can kind of feel like, I won't ever really get your full attention on me. You know what I mean? So that might be also what they're bringing to your attention. That might be the conversation, because sometimes the Eight of Wands can be a miscommunication, but it's of something that's serious to them, something that they want to get to the bottom of the issue about. It could be about your value systems or the type of relationship that you guys have. So they may want to talk about that, like the type of relationship y'all have, and either opening it up or just trying to figure out where you guys are at with it. Like, do you feel the way that I feel? Is this as important to you as it is to me? You know what I mean? That's what they're kind of curious about. So that's what the filling you out thing is with this Page of Cups. That's what it is. So the way they're communicating it isn't going to be direct either. It's not going to be direct either. It's just going to be playful banter, just to kind of see what you say, see how you reply to their advances. How do you feel about that? You know what I mean? They're too shy to just come straight out and say it. So you're never going to get direct like conversation or direct messages from them telling you that they're attracted to you or telling them that they're interested in you. They're just going to be filling themselves around until you catch the hint. Like, what do you think? You know what I mean? So y'all just going to be playing around. That's what it looked like. It looked like y'all just going to be playing around until either you do something different or they do something different. So could be a Sag, could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Libra, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They are a well-dressed person. This may be somebody who also has like a lot of like public recognition. They're popular themselves or known by a lot of people. Possibly some of y'all are like in the government or like in like some type of field that they're in. You guys may work different types of field, but like it's respectable, both whatever you do. So like your field, you may be high up in your field, they may be high up in their field. You guys are both respected, but you guys don't like value the same things. Like they may care more about like, I don't know, whatever they're working on, and you care more about what you're working on, but you guys can come together again. Or at least they're trying to figure out some type of similar interest between y'all. So that's what they're fishing around for. They're fishing, filling you out. It's all the same thing. You said I'll pass. Sometimes those be the good ones. They cute. It's somebody you guys will find to be cute. Don't act like that. It's somebody y'all will find to be cute. Oh, he cute. She cute. Oh, we got the judgment. So this gonna be somebody who's gonna feel like, so somebody else maybe like a stranger or somebody who's like a passerby or somebody you guys have seen from time to time, because the Five of Pentacles and the judgment. But it's somebody who you guys are gonna feel like is love at first sight. So if it's a past person, it's somebody you guys left behind and then they're hoping to renew it. So it could be that too. But I kind of get somebody else, maybe like a neighbor or somebody who's seen you or a coworker. I don't think it's a coworker. It's somebody who could be a resource to y'all, or it could be a help, an asset to y'all, but you guys have never really taken action. But this is going to be somebody who's going to take action, or at least give the green lights. Like if it's a woman, or I guess it could even be a man, because men do it too. If it's a man or a woman. So some of y'all, if it's a man, this might be a man who's in a position of prominence where they can't just like willy-nilly take the action or take the you know what I mean, take the first step. They got to kind of like make sure that all their T's are crossed and their I's are dotted. You know what I mean? Like I get like it's a serious thing. I was gonna say a serious offense for them to just kind of like, you know what I mean, maybe like try to take action on you or try to like approach you in some way. So I don't know. But it's somebody who feels like you have a deeper purpose in their life, and it's going to, like I said, it feels like for them it's going to feel like love at first sight, or it's going to maybe feel that way for both of y'all, where y'all just feel like this is a pivotal moment between y'all. Like maybe you guys have never gotten to this point before. All right, so could be it's gonna be a past person, or it's like an experience that y'all had, or somebody who's been around for a while, but you guys just never took it that far. Could be Aquarius, could be a Scorpio, could be a Leo, could be a Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus. All right, I got Capricorn too because of the world. So somebody else, maybe a dancer or an entertainer, or is somebody who's, I don't know, fresh out of a relationship. I kind of get that vibe too. Or you guys had a relationship. Sometimes I was thinking like an on and off relationship with the world in reverse. Because like some days you guys are happy, other days you guys are not. So we got the moon here. So they're going to be vulnerable with y'all soon and try to interact with y'all. So this could be playful banter with the Five of Wands and the moon and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, they're going to try to like trigger you guys to initiate or to like, I don't know, maybe start talking or start being around each other again. So it's somebody who wants you to come back around them again. So they're going to try to be vulnerable. Or try to like become more aggressive. I don't really get too much communication. I got Two of Cups. Two of Cups is in reverse though, so that could be like a heart to heart or like a casual conversation that you guys have as like a sign that maybe they're letting go of, like, I don't know, that they're letting go of frustration, or that they want to express some type of frustration that they have. So it's one of the two. It's one of the two. Either they're gonna express the frustration that they have, or there's somebody who's maybe feeling jealous about the interactions that you have with other people, like the relationships that you guys have. So maybe you have connections with other people that they don't like or they're not fond of, you know what I mean? So they may be also bringing that up because the moon is here, which has to do with like irrational fears. All right, it could be irrational fears. Like they didn't see potential in it, but then when they see other people are like, you know, dealing with y'all, because it's Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it's the moon in reverse, and the Five of Wands. It's like they weren't really interested, but then as soon as they see that other people are interested, it's like a sibling rivalry all of a sudden. Oh, I want it now. Oh, no, I want it now. So this is somebody who you guys have probably already dealt with before. I guess something's changed now. They see that other people maybe are on your heels, or other people are like texting, talking, flirting with you, or like paying attention to you. So now this is them wanting to be competitive towards y'all, or be competitive towards these people. Now they want to step up. I'm not going to say step up, but they do want to put a little bit more like fire in the connection, a little bit more passion into the connection. This could be a painter or somebody who's just like very artistic. I get them being very artistic or just very creative. Some of y'all are kind of slimmer, have a nice body. They look like a wide build. So like muscular with a wide build, or taller too. So, and if it's a woman, I get like Native American features or like browner, tanner, almondy color. Yeah, I get like a browner features. All right. This could also be somebody who's into kind of competitive sports. Maybe they are a sports player or something like that. Some of y'all are online and in a competitive field. Like somebody who's known for saying funny stuff or known for like getting the party started or known for like making people like get involved. They can get people involved in stuff. So like maybe there was no plan. Maybe like, I don't know. What would be an example of like somebody coming in and like getting people involved? So let's say we are at a pool party and nobody's in the water. This would be somebody who will come in and jump in the water. And everybody's been staying away from the water. They jumping in the water. You know what I mean? And now everybody's like, oh, they're in the water. I guess I can get in too. So it's like this maybe like a leader at times or somebody who he's an instigator. They can instigate, you know what I mean, and make people do stuff that they wouldn't have done before. So some of y'all, maybe somebody also you guys are having a secret affair with, or you guys will have a secret affair. It may be kind of blurry because some of y'all may be crossing the line in some way. It's maybe like crossing the lines where I kind of feel like, you know what I mean? So it's maybe somebody you guys have conflicting emotions about whether you guys want to go any further with. All right. I did see the judgment earlier, but it was upright. So, like I said, it'll feel like love at first sight, or they're going to feel like it's love at first sight. You know what I mean? They're going to feel like you was meant to be in their life, or you're going to feel that way about them. Two of Cups, though, I do, like I said, in the Ace of Wands, they don't want a relationship. King of Cups, they don't want a relationship. They want a partner that cares more about them than they care about the partner. So they want a partner who's more involved emotionally than they are. You know what I mean? So that like they want like an enabler when it comes to a partner. They want a partner who like is more loving, more nurturing, more huggy, kissy, more like catering to their feelings, to their vibe. You know what I mean? So I think that's what this person is. Somebody who probably misses that dynamic of a relationship. If it's a past person, it's that person who misses that dynamic with y'all. They miss when you guys were like more emotionally receptive, maybe more responsive, maybe more loving, maybe more gentler. I said gentling, more like understanding. You know what I mean? And if it's a new person, this is somebody who's like who imagines you to be that way. They imagine you to be more mature emotionally. They imagine you to be able to take on more of their emotional baggage than theirs. You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys love that. You guys are Cancers. You guys about to take on somebody's emotional baggage. I mean, you may or may not, because the world is here in reverse, which means that you guys suck at setting boundaries with this person. So whoever it is, if it's new, if it's old, you guys have issues with boundaries with this person. You know what I mean? So that's guess it's the big lesson that's coming back around with the Five of Wands. Fives are conflict or lessons to be learned. So I'm guessing that's the lesson because maybe you guys are having an argument or an ego battle or a power struggle because of the Five of Wands. But with the Moon here, it's kind of like vague about like why. Like, why are we arguing? Why are we mad? Why are we upset with each other? Why are we competing with each other? Why do I feel aggression towards you? Why do you feel aggression towards me? You know what I mean? You guys haven't really talked about that. So that might be also what's going to come out because I got them wanting to express themselves, you know what I mean? But also they want to kind of trigger you to express yourself too, you know what I mean? So some of y'all, they may try to make you guys mad or maybe jealous as a way of trying to like get you to express yourself, you know what I mean? Sometimes it could be like they get other people involved. I don't know in what way. So, because I don't get them like directly talking to y'all either. The Two of Cups could be that possibly, but it's not going to be like a real like drawn out conversation that you may have with this person. So I kind of get that this is like an insinuation and then them like just being around. You know, maybe they're talking to the people around you and maybe it gets back to you in that way or you can eavesdrop in here, but I just get them like orbiting you guys and just being around you guys and maybe like giving eye contact because of the Two of Cups, like giving eye contact and like hoping that you say something or hoping that you give them clues that they should say something, but I don't see them taking no action. I don't know why. They're just going to be in your space. That's like the biggest precursor of anything. Is like they're going to be in your space or trying to be in your space or trying to come back around and trying to get you to be the one that again trying to get you to be the one to say, hey, let's just do this again or let's forget whatever happened or you know what I mean. They want you to be the one again. So I guess these are people who be doing y'all wrong because that's I couldn't understand why they would want that, but I'm guessing these must be people who did you wrong or people who maybe feel like you're upset with them or something like that, but like unsure about like why you're upset with them if that's the case. You get what I'm saying? So could be a Taurus, could be a Pisces, could be a Leo, could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, could be a Cancer, could be a Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn. All right, I said Pisces. Yeah, some of y'all they may be a little bit, rounder. Maybe divorced. Because I got this King of Cups in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. Maybe divorced. I also got Aries here too, y'all, with the Two of Wands. So this maybe somebody at one time thought they could find better, or maybe they were just like focused elsewhere. They get easily distracted because the King of Cups is here. This is usually somebody who's a love them and leave them at times. Like they be there when they want something. Again, almost like a Knight of Cups. But this would be somebody who tries to keep you as the second girlfriend or the second boyfriend or something like that because you're very emotionally mature. You know what I mean? So this may be somebody who is like, I'm not gonna say a player because they don't give player vibe. They just give emotionally unavailable vibe when it comes to relationships because they're not really ready for that, but they want like the relationship vibe. You get what I'm saying? Like care about my needs, care about my feelings, but I can't do the same for you because it's the Two of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So they can't do exactly what you can do for them. That's for sure. All right. So Taurus, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. All right, so that was that. That was for Cancer. Let's see what these Leos talking about. Because, yeah, y'all know it'd be like once in a blue moon do you be seeing men that or women that are committal. You know what I mean? Everybody wants something for nothing. They want something for the bare minimum. Like, man, I ain't really trying to invest because what if it don't go that far? You know what I mean? So we're gonna probably see a whole lot of that. All right, so Leo. All right, so this so this could be somebody who's upset because they can't have you the way they want you to, or they don't that they want it. Could be a Leo, could be a Sag, could be a Virgo. So some of y'all is somebody who got mad and ghosted you guys, or got mad and got distant, stopped talking. Could be a Libra. All right, this is somebody who's extremely vain because they're attractive, so they don't think they have to like say anything. They're really so this is somebody who's actually out exploring their options right now. But they're going to try to message you guys, or they're going to try to tempt you guys to maybe go for the bait. Yeah, so they're trying. So this is someone who's trying to get you guys jealous. They're trying to suppress their feelings in a way. So I guess they want to reconcile with y'all. Cause I got 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups. I guess they want to reconcile with y'all. So some of y'all, this is somebody who's trying to teach y'all a lesson, or trying to like, I don't know. They want you to kind of see that like they got it like that too. You know what I mean? So it's maybe somebody who's trying to, yeah, they're trying to create some type of like tension between y'all, or some type of competitive feeling between y'all, is jealousy that they're trying to invoke. So they may invite you guys to do something that they feel like will be fun for y'all, but they also may have like this. Maybe somebody has like a wandering eye. You know what I mean? Or like a very flirtatious like talk, stare, the way they come across. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody who's very intriguing to you guys too. 3 of Cups. You guys don't socialize with them right now, or you're not socializing with them right now. But this I got Page of Wands, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups. This is somebody who probably could be like a party girl guy, very superficial. You know what I mean? They could be older, they could be younger, but if they're older or younger, they have this like very like playful spirit about them. You know what I mean? So like they always be saying like witty stuff, or you know what I mean? They always need the prettiest or the handsomest, or they always need the newest or the latest or something like that. You know what I mean? They like to hype you up too. Y'all be hyping each other up to do dumb shit. Could be a friend, but also get like a romantic interest because Page of Wands is here. Some of y'all is maybe a newer person. You got 5 of Wands. You got 3 different people that be here for y'all. So it could be most of these are fire signs and an air sign, water signs. So these are people who probably sharing the same feelings as you guys. You know what I mean? Or have the same sentiments about you guys, but they also play y'all up. They play themselves up to be better than what they are, and they play y'all up to be better than what y'all are. Not that you're not like that. I'm just saying that they play y'all up to be better than what y'all are. You know what I mean? To them. So right now they're just kind of upset they're not able to have you the way that they want you to, and they feel like you guys have other options or other people who are like taking your attention from them or keeping you guys like, you know what I mean? I don't know, from really seeing the potential of a relationship. What's up? Totally mixed. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Both Leos. I'm not worried if he's cheating. I am cheating. Not you cheating. Wait. Let me read that. You said I'm not worried if he's cheating. I'm cheating too. Play with your mama. Oh no. You are funny, totally mixed. You are funny. Oh, so this is somebody who doesn't want y'all to be single because I got 9 of Pentacles here, right here, and the 3 of Cups. They don't want y'all dating around. So this is somebody who's trying to like, oh, okay, I say what, All right, so I see what this person's trying to do. So this is somebody who's trying to get you guys to like cut off your other options, cut off whoever you may be dating. They don't want you guys out socializing. You know what I mean? They don't want you guys out like just meeting new people. They want you guys to be in a relationship, or really they're trying to cock block. That's what's really going on. This person is trying to cock block. Even if it was a friend, this is a friend that's trying to cock block. They may see that you have better options, better choices, better picks, all that stuff. Maybe you take better pictures. I kind of was feeling that vibe too. So this would be somebody who tries to critique you or tries to like break your confidence at times, but like in subtle ways. Like in subtle ways. Like for instance, you guys may go out, they'll take pictures of you guys when you're like unaware and then post it when you're not looking your best. You know what I mean? While they're looking their best, you're not. You know what I mean? They try to, or they don't post the best picture. Or some of y'all is gonna, if it's a newer person, this is somebody who does post good pictures. The word I want to say is tantalizing. So like they maybe post a lot of like body pictures or post a lot of pictures with like adornments, maybe like jewelry, maybe makeup, maybe their clothes, maybe designer or something like that. What's up, Liquid Fire? Or something like that. They're pretty attractive. This is somebody who knows how to gain attention and get a lot of attention. So they're about to do whatever they can at this point to try to get your attention because maybe you don't talk to them. If you guys haven't talked, then they're trying to like make you frustrated enough that you gotta talk. Like getting you mad. You about to get mad. You about to be mad with me. They try to get you mad. It's somebody who wants you to be upset and take action because they're upset that you're not giving them the attention or the recognition that they feel they deserve. Maybe you're not messaging them. Maybe you're not calling them. Maybe you're not texting them. You know what I mean? But they're not saying it either. They're not telling you that they're upset either. You know what I mean? They're not saying nothing. They just acting like it. I guess they're acting like they got other stuff they could be doing, other stuff that could be distracting them. Oh, I got other options. I got other stuff I could be doing. So they may be, that might be it. I think their feelings are hurt about it though, because I got 3 of Cups, 5 of Wands, but they're suppressing their anger or their frustration. You know what I mean? So like if you see them, they'll act like it's no big deal. Oh hey, you know what I mean? So if somebody else gonna be somebody who's gonna try to invite you guys to do something together, as a team, as a family, as a unit. You know what I mean? They may want you guys to interact with them more. You know what I mean? But for some of y'all, they're jealous over your appearance. You know what I mean? Or they're jealous over like maybe something, or they're angry about something that you guys have said and you guys didn't take it back. You said something and you guys didn't take it back because the 4 of Swords is here, 5 of Wands. That could be a conversation that maybe is a little bit fiery, a little bit passionate. We say stuff out of anger, but maybe we don't mean it. So it may be something that you said to them out of anger that you don't mean, or something they said to you out of anger that they don't mean. So maybe they want to like, maybe it's a peace. Oh yeah, 5 of Wands, it's a peace treaty. So they want some type of peace treaty between y'all, but they don't want to be the one. So if they do initiate, they're going to maybe do it by sending you pictures, or they're going to do it by sending you, like tempting you in some way. In some way, they're going to try to get your attention on that. You know what I mean? Just to kind of like still keep your attention on them. That's all they really want is your attention on them. They don't like that you're not paying attention. You know what I mean? I don't like that you're not excited about me, that you're not as interested as you were. I don't like that. This is somebody trying to stoke your interest back on them again and open up the lines of communication. So could be a Libra, could be a Sag, could be a Leo, could be a Pisces, could be a Cancer, a Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Virgo. That's how that's a well-dressed person. Very, very well dressed. Like this is somebody who can get a lot of attention for the way they dress, for the way they present themselves, for the way they interact and the way they talk to people. Like this is somebody who likes to flatter people and likes to tell people like all their good traits. You know what I mean? Even if they don't like that person, they be like, Karen, your hair is really nice. And then maybe behind closed doors, Karen, I wouldn't have wore that hairstyle. Karen tripping. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? But they be telling Karen that they like Karen hair. You be like, why the fuck would you tell Karen you like Karen hair if you don't like Karen hair? What the fuck? So they like on that type of time. This is a flatterer. They're good for saying stuff just to get the party started. All right. Let me see. You said yes, 1,000%. About which part, Andy? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, piece of candy. Thank you so much. Nah. All right, Virgo. So there's gonna be somebody who's vain, or somebody who's into their physical appearance. Or maybe clean shaven. Could be a Libra. If they're not clean shaven, it's somebody who just like, I don't know, they have like eyes, like maybe have attractive eyes or something like that. Could be a Gemini, could be a Taurus. Or they have like the bushy eyebrows. I get that for sure too. Could be a Capricorn, could be Aquarius. Am I going to take this? Probably not. Could be a Sag. All right, so this is somebody who's again on the edge or on the verge of probably reaching out towards you guys. So this may be somebody who tries to patronize. I don't know if you guys have a business, but this may be somebody who tries to somebody who either tries to patronize you or do something for something. So it's maybe like a person who's coming in to maybe give you some money or do something for y'all so that they can stay the night or so that they can like get you to lower your boundaries or something like that. Somebody who wants you to be comfortable with them. They're nervous around you too. So it's somebody who overthinks a lot whenever they're around you or overthinks a lot like what they should say to you or whatever. So you definitely make them nervous with the 9 of swords and the 9 of and the 9 of wands. You definitely make them nervous. Like it's somebody who's afraid of maybe rejection, or they're afraid of being told no, or they're afraid of like how you'll respond. They don't know how you'll respond. We got the Tower in reverse. They don't really know how you'll respond. And with the King of Swords, it's somebody who like prides themselves on getting shit right. But it's the King of Swords in reverse. So there's somebody who's worried about getting it right with you. So they take you seriously. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think there's somebody who's demanding for you guys to maybe do it over or to come back around. I don't know how they're going to demand anything, but I got the 6 of Swords here, which means that they want to pick up wherever you guys left off at. So if you guys just like unexpectedly stopped talking or unexpectedly just ended or it was just like a very unpredictable between y'all, like what was going to happen next, then this is somebody who's like wants to come back around. I don't get them right away come back around. 6 of Pentacles is like them. I mean, I guess that's the most action we got was the 6 of Pentacles. Maybe the Tower, 6 of Swords in reverse. That's the most action. And the Moon, most of that's just like them being vague, hanging around. It's giving a vibe of like somebody who's hanging around and watching you guys, but trying to act nonchalant or act like they don't see you. So this would be somebody like, so you must be able to see them, but like it'd be hard to read them because we got King of Swords in reverse, we got the Moon here. So it must be hard to read this person. This may be somebody who gives you like mixed signals or someone who like they're just seems too cool for school. You don't even know like are you interested? Are you like, you know what I mean? They haven't even taken, so this somebody with a 9 of wands here, somebody who hasn't taken action on y'all. It hasn't crossed a certain line with y'all. They may feel like there's a boundary between y'all. So because the King of Swords is here, this could be an authority figure, which could be a boss, a manager, a leader. I don't know, sometimes it can be like your landlord. This could be your mortgage company. I don't know. It could be somebody who's in an authority position, who's respected, you know what I mean, or who you respect, you know what I mean, or who respects you. But at the same time, there's somebody who's afraid to like be direct. I got a lot of people afraid to be direct because we got the Moon here and all that because they don't know how you're going to respond. So it's probably a very perfectionistic type of person, you know what I mean? So it may be somebody who feels like they've invested more on their end. Maybe they feel like they've invested more because it's like they want to keep their distance. You know what I mean? They want to keep their distance from you right now, or maybe you invested more than they did, or something like that, or this person is just feeling like you didn't appreciate them when they were around, like whatever they gave to you, they feel like you didn't appreciate them. I feel like it's not reciprocated between y'all, the relationship. Maybe where you guys view the relationship, but they don't even know how you feel about the relationship. They haven't even talked to y'all. At least I don't get the vibe that they've talked to y'all because I don't feel like it was really a past person, but it could be. I don't know. It could be with a Tower in reverse, but and then the 6 of Swords is usually somebody who's coming back. Somebody who you guys had like a stagnant relationship with. Maybe they were unresponsive, or they took them too long to respond, or it took them a little while to come back to like, you know, they had to think about it. It's King of Swords here, 9 of Swords. They had to think about it. So it's somebody who's thinking about like coming back, thinking about reaching out, thinking about making their presence known. You know what I mean? Thinking about just saying something, but they want to come off as like stoic, nonchalant. I could care less. You know what I mean? Like so some of y'all, they may want you guys to do something with them, or they may want to do something for you. I get a girls trip, guys trip. So maybe it's a trip that's involved because it says girls trip, guys trip. So maybe, or they may take this unexpected trip towards you guys just because. Like this is somebody who's trying to like catch you off guard or do something that they feel like you wouldn't expect coming from them. Yeah, just in time. Hey, what's up, Dante? Yeah, so I feel like, yeah, so this may be somebody who, what did I just say? That's how I know I just be saying, I'll be just like almost saying shit. Because what the fuck did I just say? I forgot what I said prior to that. It's a grown ass man, a grown ass woman, though. They are grown. So this is somebody who's grown. They may have their own place. Some of y'all, they're going to try to talk you guys into a sleepover, or they're just going to try to pop over and try to like, I don't know, guilt you, try to make you feel bad. You know what I mean? For like maybe like requiring or wanting more of them than what they like. Maybe they feel like you demand too much. I think that might be what it is. Or this person demands a lot of you, and you may feel like they don't invest as much into you as what they expect from you. So that might be who's coming back around. Somebody who expects more from you than what they're willing to give. You know what I mean? Like they may breadcrumb you guys, shortchange you guys, owe you guys at times. Maybe they owe you a favor. You know what I mean? Maybe they say they'll do something but never come through. I kind of get that word with the King of Swords in reverse. I kind of get that where they say they'll do something but they never come through, or they never live up to it, or something like that. They could be a bull-faced liar to y'all. You know what I mean? Like something for nothing. It seems like that type of person who wants something for nothing. You know what I mean? But they're afraid to really ask you. You know what I mean? Because maybe they've already done this before. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of already know, so they try to like go distant, go vague, and then come back, and then start it back up again. So maybe it's a pattern that you guys have already done before, and you don't really know what this person be on. So they just be like, or they don't know what you be on, so they keep their distance. Somebody's keeping their distance because they don't know what the other person got going on. I mean, I get jelly, but I have no reason. He's a nice guy. He's not jelly when I have guys trying to come at me in the moment. I think it makes him what I think what hold on. So I think it does make him notice attention and fake staying cool. Yeah, he be fake staying cool. Bro, I'm gonna one like still feel like okay, we're in here, bro. What's up, Cody? Yeah, all right. So yeah, it's somebody who's gonna try to act like they don't really care as much. So like if they're around, they may try to act like they don't see you. They may try to act like they're not watching you, but they be watching y'all. With the moon here, they be watching y'all like in the dark or watching y'all like in the cut, vague. So I always think of like they just try to watch you wherever they can without making it obvious. It's somebody who's not trying to make it obvious that they have their eye on you. You know what I mean? But they be having their eye on you. You know what I mean? So it's a game, but they're grown. So I guess it's pride again, or it is pride, or this person feels like they can't cross a certain line, a certain boundary with you guys. You know what I mean? Like they respect you guys, so they don't want to like, or maybe they're intimidated by you guys because the King of Swords is here too. So that could be an intimidating energy. So it's one of the two, because maybe you guys demand more, or expect them to invest more than what they've already given. They're like, man, that's too rich for my blood, or that's too much for me. I ain't finna do that. You know what I mean? So it's something like that. But they still want to they still want to see where it can go. I still get that vibe. Like they still want to see where it can go, because there's maybe somebody who's fantasized about you guys, and you know what I mean, maybe they gave up for other things to like interact with you or to like deal with you. So like maybe they have potential with other relationships, but they didn't let those situations go but so far, because they're like, nah, me and you, we gonna make this do what it do. So this could be a strategic person who feels like by giving to you and investing in this, it'll pay off for them in the long run. That's what they may be thinking. You know what I mean? They may not have a clear plan, but that's what they may be thinking. You know what I mean? All right, anyway, it could be a Gemini, it could be a Taurus, it could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, Sag, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. All right, let's see. Oh, we hit 100? Okay, thank y'all so much. So much. All right, Libra. Libra. Oh, so this is somebody who's conflicted about walking away from you guys. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Virgo. So it's somebody who maybe went silent mode on you guys, or went ghost on you, or gave you guys mixed signals because of their vagueness. Like this is somebody who likes to keep an air of mystery. They like to try to, I don't know, they want you to figure them. This is somebody who wants you to figure them out. Wants you to figure out what they need, or trying to figure out what they're saying. So maybe they talk in code or talk cryptic. Like it gives like a mixed signal, or gives like a confusing conversation between this person. Like this would be like somebody, you'd be like, hey, you want me to come over there? And they'd be like, I don't know. Do you want to come over? I just said, do you want me to come over? And you're going to say, I don't know. Do you want me to come over? What the fuck is that? I'm asking you a question. Five of Swords is Aquarian energy, which is usually avoidant energy. So some of y'all, maybe somebody who's like socially like used to being alone, or like is like, you know, just have their, I don't know, their little ways about them, where at times they don't want to be bothered by people. They don't want to talk to people. But it's somebody who like, and then some days they want to be approached. Some days they want conversation. Some days they want to reply back. Sometimes they're chatty. You know what I mean? Like they give like a I don't know. They give like a look but don't touch vibe. That's what it kind of gives, like a look but don't touch vibe, man or woman. You know what I mean? Like people can't just be around them, not for long at least, because then they start like getting annoyed and they start saying shit that like rubs people the wrong way because they're frustrated now, or you know what I mean? Like they're not used to being around a lot of people. That's the vibe I get. They got a nice accent or they have a nice tone to them, so could be, or they're not used to like people like you. It's one of the two. You know what I mean? So I got 8 of Wands. So that's somebody who's looking at you guys with with romantic eyes. Could be a Leo, could be a Sag. So maybe some of y'all stay in a warmer climate, or there's somebody who's I'm gonna say somebody like to keep their shirt off, or like not have a lot of clothes on. They give younger vibe. Could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio. They give like a younger vibe though. This is somebody who tries not to like get I don't know. They try to do too much to get your attention though. They try to really keep themselves reserved. I got the Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. That's somebody who tries to keep themselves reserved and tries to act like they're not really focused on you, or tries to maybe find other things to entertain themselves with. So some of y'all, they're gonna be messaging you guys, maybe telling you guys good news or telling you something that's exciting that you probably want to hear about, maybe sharing an experience or praising you, maybe even flattering y'all. You know what I mean? Like somebody who's very strict and very cold on other people, but with you, they have a soft spot. I got Queen of Pentacles in the Sun. Somebody has a soft spot for y'all. Maybe I don't know. They like the way you. I was gonna say like the way you guys talk, or they like the way you guys maybe focus on their needs more. So maybe you're like very nurturing, very understanding. Maybe you do stuff that they need you to do. Maybe you're a cooker, cleaner. Maybe you take the car to get detailed for, or I don't know, whatever you do. They just kind of like that. They like how you're like very focused on yourself, and you know, what I mean, maybe I was gonna say maybe they even kind of feel like you guys are vain as well. So I guess you're gonna get messages from them. There's somebody who's waiting on you guys though, because I got the 7 of Pentacles. So some of y'all, they're waiting on y'all. They trying to play it cool, just waiting on y'all. They feel like you know what I mean. You guys are acting up, or they feel like you guys have maybe broken the pattern that you guys had, or you guys have like started acting a little bit more unpredictable with them. They're not quite sure, like if you no longer need them, or if you're no longer like wanting them around, or something like that. So you're gonna get messages from this person, maybe wanting to tell you how much they miss y'all, or how happy you make them, or how attractive y'all are. You know, you guys are Libra, so you guys may like that. You know, how attractive, how pretty. This could be a trip that this person is trying to go on with you guys unexpectedly. Maybe they just unexpectedly fall through or unexpectedly turn up. So it's maybe somebody who just like unexpectedly turns up somewhere where you weren't expecting them to be at. Cause I got the tower here where I get like you weren't expecting this person to be at, weren't expecting this person to show up this way or act this way. So maybe this is like them doing something unusual or unregular, like irregular between y'all. Like maybe they're talking more. I kind of get them like chatting more, talking more, texting more, calling more, sending messages more. They're doing something. They're doing more. More. This somebody's gonna be doing more than what they've done before. 7 of Pentacles is here, which means they're about to step it up with their efforts. You know what I mean? But I guess with the Sun in reverse, this is somebody who maybe doesn't want to like really let you know how like happy you make them or how proud of you they are, or like you know what I mean? Something like that. They want to share in the sunlight with y'all. Or they want to share in the spotlight with y'all in some way. So maybe I don't know what you're doing that they want to share in the spotlight with y'all, but they would like to share in the spotlight with y'all by maybe being your boyfriend, being your girlfriend, being your wife, being your husband, or just being maybe a friend. Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. I don't know. I feel like it's a business thing if they want to share in the spotlight. Maybe they want to do like a business, a joint endeavor together. Could be something creative. It may be something like creative or something that could bring you guys some money. So that maybe they have some details or some plans about how they can make you guys some money, or like it's a job. Maybe it's a job too. Because 7 of Pentacles could be a promotion. So some of y'all, it may be like news that you guys are happy to hear, but like it may be also bittersweet because some of y'all, this may be, if it's a job, some of y'all, this may be a job that like you have to move or you have to travel or you have to do something that like it will bring uncertainty into your life. So you won't really know what will happen if you do it. You just have to like trust yourself or trust your wisdom and trust your foresight. Trust you're able to like discern what you should do next. So this may be one of those situations where it moves very quickly. So the conversation may move very quickly. Like this may be somebody who's good at talking, and you may have to make a decision very quickly, or you may have to respond very quickly. You know what I mean? And then keep certain stuff to yourself, or kind of like keep what you need, keep, I don't know, keep what you did or something like that to yourself, if that makes sense. You know, it's maybe somebody who's had like a catastrophe that happened in their life or something bad happened in their life. Maybe they're able to overcome it or take care of themselves. Yeah, they've healed since. So somebody who's had a bad accident or was involved in a accident and now they're getting paid for it, or now they're like getting their reparations for it in whatever way it was, or they were just in a bad situation. They got caught up in a bad situation and now they're starting to see the sun come back out. So they're starting to get, so they may be wanting to share good news with you about like the stuff that's like turning out in their life better than what it was before. It's something like that. They want to share good news with you. So this isn't bad. Some of y'all is just like they want to date y'all, or they just want to, flatter y'all, tell you you're pretty, tell you you're handsome, tell you that they see you. They want you to need them, whoever this is somebody who wants you to need them. They don't like the unpredictability about the relationship, like how you're like, maybe some of y'all could be distance because of the 8 of Wands. They don't like the distance that's from between y'all, but it's instability that they don't like in the relationship between y'all. So maybe it's like the consistency, maybe it's the talking, texting, calling, visits, maybe it's the sex, maybe it's something. There's going to be a talk about inconsistency or about like unpredictability in the relationship, not sure if it's being built on a solid foundation, or, and that conversation is just going to come out of blue. It may get triggered from something else. You know what I mean? Like maybe they start acting very like closed off, or acting very like cold, or acting very like only focused on themselves. And that might be like a warning sign for y'all. And then there's a conversation that gets had. You know what I mean? It's really because this person misses your affection or misses your attention. So anyway, it could be a Sag, could be a Leo, could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra. All right, some of you guys are taking a break on, but you guys are waiting to hear from, or something like that. You're waiting to hear them reach out, waiting to hear them say something, like tell me something. Tell me something good. That sounds very accurate. I mean, I do my best, Brittany. What's up, Tiffany? Scorpio. All right, so who's coming towards you, Scorpio? Ten of Wands. So this could be somebody who you guys let go of because you guys felt like they were too much of a burden or too much of a responsibility. Maybe they weren't as devoted to the relationship as you were. It could be a Scorpio, it could be a Sag. They weren't as devoted to the relationship as you guys were. So it's definitely a blame game going on with this person. They could be blaming you guys for ending the relationship. All right, so now Ace of Pentacles. So they're going to be trying to start the relationship over. So there's somebody who, I guess they've let go. Maybe they're going to take accountability. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe somebody who wants to take accountability for maybe not being able to put their part into the relationship between y'all. So I got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, I got Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You guys about to get communication from them. They're going to be the one to initiate. Some of y'all, they want you guys to do something together so that you're no longer independent. They want you to take away your they want to take away your singlehood. They don't want y'all to be single no more. They feel like other people are around y'all. That's what's really going on. Five of Swords. They're feeling competitive and territorial over y'all. They feel like there are other people around y'all. So now they want to present an opportunity for y'all to either work together or for y'all to figure out how you guys can get on the same page and work towards the same goal. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, yeah, they feel like you guys are working towards it. They want to figure out how to get you to work towards the same goal. And they want to be able to say stuff to you in a way where it triggers your emotions, your feelings for them, where you start to care for them and not necessarily like act with disdain or like not be so standoffish with them. They don't want you to be as standoffish. Like however you deal with other people or how you criticize other people or how you talk to other people, don't talk to me that way. Talk to me with love. Talk to me with concern. Talk to me with care. You know what I mean? Be more understanding of me. So there's somebody who wants you to be more understanding of maybe their situation, or wants you to be more understanding of like them wanting their space, or yeah, that's what it is. They want their space. There's somebody who doesn't know how to ask for help though. They want you to be around, but they don't know how to like ask for help. So like they want to work together at times, but like this is somebody who's sometimey. I get a vibe of them being sometimey. With the Five of Swords, they don't know when they want to like have, like some days they want to be by themselves. Some days they want to like be part of a team, but they don't know what days they want to do that. So it's somebody who's moody. It's somebody who'd be moody at times. You know what I mean? Like they're used to being on their own. They're used to like getting it done by themselves. They're used to working by themselves. They're used to only being able to count on themselves. So there's somebody who doesn't know how to like work with other people. They don't know how to like build a connection or like build friendships, or something like that. So some of y'all, they're gonna try to get you guys to like come meet them or be somewhere with them together and try to talk it out, or just try to like chat, whole conversation. They don't want to do too much. I mean, they may also present you an opportunity to make some money to get you guys stable. Like if you guys are single, this is somebody who wants to add that one of pentacles to your nine of pentacles. You know what I mean? They want to basically build a family or build some type of structure for you guys, build a relationship or something like that. They want clarity. Ace of Wands, I mean, Ace of Swords is here. Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Swords could be a proposal. Maybe they try to propose to some of y'all. Yeah, I get them trying to renew the connection. That's for sure. It's somebody who cares about you guys a lot. And they have high hopes of this relationship becoming something. It's maybe somebody who's lost weight or is like extremely superficial when it comes to physical bodies, man or woman. Like maybe they're very particular about like women with ass or women with breasts or women with hair, or if it's a woman, she's more impressed like with men with body, like maybe muscles, or a man who's tall, or like they're really big on like the physical attributes of people. You know what I mean? They don't really care too much. Like they may not have much of like a personality. Like this may be somebody who's just attractive, where they don't really know what to say or how to say stuff. You know what I mean? They just be attractive. They just be standing over in the corner looking goofy. Why the fuck are you smiling all the time? Because you're handsome or because you're pretty. So you can't hold a real conversation. Kind of gives that vibe. Like they're just kind of like used to that almost. Like they're used to people staring at them, staring them down, because they're like, you know, they give like the most eligible bachelor or bachelorette, or they're looking at you in the light where you're like the most eligible catch. You're the most handsome or most beautiful person in wherever the area you guys are at, because the Three of Pentacles is here. So it's somewhere you guys be at regularly. Maybe you guys live in the same neighborhood, then you're the most beautiful woman in the neighborhood, or the most handsome guy in the neighborhood. Maybe you guys work together, then you're the most handsome guy at the place. If you guys go to the gym, you're the most handsome guy at the gym. You get what I'm saying? Or you're the most handsome, beautiful woman at the gym. It's that. But it has to do with your appearance. It has to do with your appearance. You know what I mean? Now, somebody else, like I said, somebody who's lost a lot of weight, or there's somebody who's now wanting to come back because maybe you guys lost a lot of weight because of that Page of Swords, that Five of Swords. The Five of Swords has to do with somebody double thinking why they walked away in the first place. They question themselves. They're like, damn, why did I leave again? Why did I stop talking to her? Or why did I stop coming to me? Why did I stop dealing with him? Or, you know what I mean? It's like somebody who probably hadn't seen you or talked to you in a while, or, you know what I mean? They see you again. They're like, damn, you look good. Oh shit. You know what I mean? Like you ever like talk to a guy or talk to a girl, and then they just kind of like go off for a minute and you guys don't talk anymore. And then I don't know, they message you one day and you pick up the message. You be like, hold on, we used to talk like 2 years ago or a year ago or months ago, weeks ago. Oh, you know what I mean? Maybe you posted a nice picture. It could be that. Maybe you posted a picture, because now they're questioning like, why did I stop talking to you? Or why did I stop dealing with you? Or why do we, you know what I mean? Like what happened? You know what I mean? Like it's a silent power struggle, but they don't understand why either. You know what I mean? And you're looking hella good. So it's like, damn, like I should say something. You know what I mean? But they are going to initiate. They are going to initiate. I don't know how they would initiate with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. That's just being around. It could be inviting you to do something though. Maybe something that you guys have always done before, already done before, or something like that. Because the Three of Pentacles is something that's collaborative. So maybe like you guys go over the same pattern, go over the same work, or go towards whatever same goal you guys were having before. Like, let's do that. I think they're going to first just be around you guys at first and try to show off. So like just somebody who's attractive and they're trying to show off their appearance. So they're just going to try to be around so you can see them. You know what I mean? Like, look at me. Look at me. I'm handsome. Look at me. I'm attractive. Look, I'm around. You know what I mean? I kind of get that. They want you to be inspired by like whatever they do, or by like maybe other people noticing them, other people finding them attractive, or something like that. They want you to get this wise idea to like come towards them or come around them or be around them. And maybe once you guys are in the same area, then they may kind of like give a subtle gesture. You know what I mean? Like they kind of gonna act like they're not really paying attention to you. Like this is kind of weird to me, because these aren't people that's going to directly talk to you. Five of Swords is a conversation though. Five of Swords could be a conversation, but it's one where they don't really say too much. They don't really like express themselves. They can be kind of like nervous almost, or like too focused on like not saying the wrong things. This is somebody who's like I said, they don't have much of a personality, or they're afraid to express their personality to you. Maybe they're coming into their own personality. Maybe that's what it is. maybe they're trying to come into their own personality. You know what I mean? Because the Five of Swords, like they're conflicted because they don't want to be themselves around you. They want you to like them for like superficial reasons. They want you to like them for superficial reasons. So this could be like a man that has money and wants you to like him for money. This could be a man that has clout or fame or status. Maybe they're famous because the star is here and the Nine of Pentacles. This could be somebody who's famous and doesn't, like I said, just wants to be like, maybe they're a model. You know what I mean? Like they're attractive. It gives like an attractive, popular, known vibe. But at the same time, I don't like want to like they don't want to like express who they really are. They want you to like them for like as they are, for who they are, for like that this moment. So I kind of feel like it's their physical. They got to be attractive. They got to be attractive. You know what I mean? And they don't do a great job of holding conversation. The conversations are kind of like in passing. So like even if you guys are talking, maybe they're like trying to act unbothered or act, I don't know, like they maybe they're doing something. Maybe you guys are working. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you guys are working or something, or you guys are doing something collective or doing something where maybe you guys would normally work together but work separately. You know what I mean? Because kind of like that. It's kind of like they communicate or talk with you, but they kind of want to make it seem like they're not like wanting to talk to you that much. You know what I mean? Like they don't. This is somebody who doesn't want to get their feelings wrapped up into this if it isn't going anywhere. That's what it is. They don't want to get their feelings wrapped up too much into this or care too much if it's not going anywhere between y'all. You know what I mean? So maybe the conversations is just them trying to feel you out and see how you like respond to them. Maybe that's what it is. Because the Queen of Cups is somebody who's very receptive, and she could read like underlining motions or underlining cues. So I think that's what this person is going to try to do. Like the next time, like maybe be around you guys, try to pick up the cues, feel the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? You know what I mean? So maybe they even like ask your opinion on stuff or something like that. But it's really trying to like, again, trying to tempt you or trying to get you to view them as like a trophy or view them as like the perfect catch at this moment. So could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be a Capricorn, could be a Virgo, could be Aquarius. This is a shit talker. This is somebody who like has like stuff to say sometimes. A shit talker. Like if you hurt their feelings, they be like saying stuff. They have sensitive skin. That might be it. Sensitive skin or thin skin. They can't take shit. Like if you criticize this person or you say something about this person, when it comes from you, it hurts. When you say it, it hurts. So just watch your words with this person. All right. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Cancer, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah. So y'all need to know that when you criticize that person, y'all be hurting their feelings. You said then if that's the case, what? You said then if that's the case, why would you want her to like you for superficial reasons? I don't know. Sometimes men be leading with their wallet. That'd be like the best move. That'd be their main move. Sometimes that's what we do. You know what I mean? Like some women only have their body. Some men only have their wallet. It's the same thing. Same storyline. Did I do that? I did that. I didn't do this one. All right. So Saggy. Let's see. Who was it? 4 wands. So this is somebody who lives on their own. This is somebody who's going to want to date you guys. They're single too. I got the Virgo and I got an Aries. So this is somebody who's single. They have a nice house. They got money. All right. Or they're just like well dressed, well presented. They could be somebody who likes to go out. You may meet them at a club, at a party, at a bar, something like that. They're single though. Single and well dressed. They're willing to impress people too. They like to impress people. Could be a Sag. So this is somebody who's actually waiting on y'all. And again, this is somebody who's probably just ended a relationship. I got 10 of Cups in reverse, and I got 5 of Cups. So this is somebody who's now breadcrumbing whatever relationships come their way. They're single, but they like to be single right now. So, but this is the thing about you to them. So this is someone who does view this relationship as a possibility of being a connection, but they just don't want the real commitment. This is somebody who doesn't want a real commitment to a relationship. They want the relationship vibe, but like this is somebody who also be investing in other relationships. That's what's going on with this person. They want a non-traditional relationship. We got the Hierophant in reverse, 6 of Pentacles. They want a non-traditional relationship. They may not be your usual type, or this won't be your usual type of like dynamic if it's a relationship. You know what I mean? So this may be somebody who maybe lost their job. Some of y'all, they may have lost a job, lost a family, lost their foundation, or lost some type of security. And they may be asking for help, asking for assistance. Cause I get that too with this Hierophant in reverse and this Five of Cups, Ten of Cups. It's like you get a sad story, sad song, and a story from this person where they're asking for help or asking for assistance or asking for a hand out, something like that. Yeah, Ten of Wands. They want you guys to help them maybe take on a responsibility that they have, which could be anything. It could be anything. Like the responsibility could be like, can you pick up a cake from Walmart for my mom's birthday? It could be anything. It's just like a responsibility. It don't have to be that major. Six of Pentacles. They want you to be a little bit more invested in something than they are at this time. They don't really have much to offer. So maybe you're having to like front the bill or having to like, I don't know, send some money or pay for something, and or they're going to pay for something. Maybe they're the one taking on the responsibility. It could be all the way around. I don't know. I don't even know. I got Six of Swords here, so there's somebody who's coming back to bring up a conversation that you guys have already had or refresh whatever issue you guys had before. They're wanting to invest now. If it's a past person, this is somebody who feels bad that the relationship between y'all ended. They still feel shame for that because maybe they were given to somebody else who was breadcrumbing them. Like maybe they could have went elsewhere, tried to date somebody else, or was investing in somebody else, and that person was more of a burden, more of a responsibility than what it was for what you were to them. You know what I mean? So now this is somebody who wants to invest. If it's a past person, they want to invest, but again, they don't have the emotional trust or emotional capacity yet to make this a commitment. I feel like they got a structure or a routine, but they have like a regular schedule, but they also change it up. Like this is somebody who gets bored if they do the same thing over and over again. Like if they do the same process or same program over and over again, they get bored and then they switch it up. But then they get really passionate about that new program or about this new schedule or about whatever they get into. They get really passionate about it, but then it kind of like quickly burns out. So I don't know, whatever it is that they're into, they love it at first. So maybe it's a job that they got into. They love it at first, but now they don't really love it as much. It was cool at first because it had maybe the status. It was respected. You know, it was a level up for them. But now after that, they're like, you know what I mean? And they're kind of like that with relationships too. That's why this person doesn't want a like commitment, because they like relationships for the experience. With this Ten of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups, they just like it for the experience. You know what I mean? Like maybe as like something to help them overcome previous relationship, another relationship that they just had. Like they need a filler. There's maybe somebody who you guys are dating as a filler. Because it kind of gives like just for the experience, or just because we're there. I'm not gonna say just because they're around, because I don't feel that way. I just feel like maybe because you guys have like a similar interest or a similar passion in mind. That might be why you guys are going to, maybe move forward with it. It's somebody who has a lot of emotions. It's somebody who doesn't know how to deal with their emotions either. So this may be like somebody who has a lot of baggage, a lot of emotional baggage from a previous relationship. And that might be also why they don't really see potential of this going past a certain point. Because the Nine of Wands showed up first. So it's somebody who's either afraid of like failure, afraid of this like, either they're afraid of missing out, afraid of failure, or they're afraid of like crossing a line with you guys and approaching you. You know what I mean? Because maybe some of y'all family could be involved. Like maybe they have a family member that's involved in this. Like maybe you guys, I don't know them through family, or you guys used to have a relationship with them, or there's somebody who recently left a relationship. Maybe they got divorced and they're not looking to do a traditional relationship anymore, but they also want that feeling of being able to trust or love somebody, having affection, somebody being there for them when they're sad or when they're in their feelings. You know what I mean? They want somebody like that kind of cares about them, almost like, was it Virgo or Libra? I don't know. It's one of them where it's like they want the partner to care more than they do. So they're gonna be reaching out. I gave y'all a bunch of scenarios because some of y'all they are gonna be asking for a favor, asking for some money, or asking for you to do something for them. It may be patronage, but they may try to like give you this sad story about like why they gotta do something. So maybe they try to pay you later, or I like just buy the drinks, Marie, and I'll cash app you later. You're like, man, no, send me the money now, or I ain't finna do shit. You know what I mean? I kind of get that vibe. Like this maybe somebody who kind of like maybe uses their influence at times to get you to like pay or do something for them. You know what I mean? For the love. So, or do something for them that you normally would charge other people. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of get that. So maybe like, I don't know, maybe they get you to invest when you would normally only invest in a boyfriend or a girlfriend. They get you to invest in a way where It's not what you normally would do. You traditionally wouldn't give money out this way, or traditionally wouldn't deal with this person this way. But like they're trying to get special privilege. They're trying to get special privileges. Whoever this person is, they're trying to get like a different version of you than what everybody else gets. That's what that is. I'm trying to get a different version of you than what everybody else gets, and they intend to try to invest a little bit, but they're going to try to invest in the way that they want to. That's where the issue is, because it's a Taurus energy. Taurus is stubborn, so this is somebody who feels like I'm gonna give it to you the way I want to give it to you. The fuck you ain't. You ain't gonna never see me again. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's like a job, just how the job is. The job is like I'm only gonna pay you what I think this job is worth, or what this task is worth. Is that so? You may be here, maybe it's your job to be reaching out. Some of y'all, if they're trying to give you guys extra time, overtime, extra money. And then some of y'all, somebody wants to patronize you guys, but they want to do it their way, or they want to do it a way that's different from the way that you normally do it. So if you run a business, they want you to go outside of like the way that you do your business and deal with them differently, which could be good, could be bad. I don't know, because they may have influence. And Six of Pentacles sometimes could mean that they're going to be generous, maybe unusually generous, maybe. But you just have to go outside of your comfort zone for them in this one moment. So, but they may try to put on this sad story, or sad, like maybe make you feel like they're going through something, so that you want to be there and comfort them, and you know what I mean. Maybe give them something, you know what I mean. I'm down on my luck. Can you spare me $50? You know what I mean. My electric bill was about to be what? Girl, guy, get. So it could be Pisces, could be a Scorpio, could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo. Could be a Sag. There's gonna be somebody who's gonna be very persistent too. That's the thing about it. They're very persistent. You know what I mean? And then even when you have like a reply, or like nah, they always got something to say. Very persistent. Nah, well look, well then do it this way. They be trying to wheel and deal. I don't be liking people like that do a bunch of wheel and dealing. My price is my price. My number is my number. What I'm wanting is what I'm wanting. When you start doing all this wheel and dealing shit, you dealing with the wrong person. You gotta take that somewhere else, because I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's like a wheeler and dealer. It's like, you know, well, can you do this? Well, let's do this. They try to compromise and try to talk you out of shit. And I don't like people like that. So it could be a Pisces, could be a Scorpio, could be a Taurus, could be a Taurus, could be a Sag, could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If you could get it cheaper wherever you were going to get it cheaper at, or get it better wherever you were going to get it better at, why are you here? That's how I always feel about it. When people are like, yo, can you cut me a deal? Wherever you were going to get that quality from, that you're going to get from me for that price, you should be there, because people aren't just giving money away for free just because they want to. There's something behind it. You know what I mean? So when they start telling y'all to take less than what you're asking for, tell them to go get it wherever it was cheaper at. You don't got to spend your time being here with it. All right, so who's this? Somebody who either wants to apologize or wants to talk things out with y'all. Could be Aquarius, could be Capricorn, could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So it's somebody who's trying to act nonchalant towards you guys either, but they care a whole lot about maybe the way you view them. There's somebody who's very judgmental at this time. So it's maybe somebody you guys cut off, or you guys are holding back from. We got the Strength in reverse. So it could be a Leo. So somebody who you guys are holding back from. Somebody's trying to figure out how to fix it between y'all though. But their pride is in the way. Two of Wands. Could be Aries, or distance is in the way. Yeah, they feel like you guys are overlooking them, or maybe they feel like you felt you could do better than them, or something like that. It's a little power struggle that's going on here. Somebody who's got a lot of pride with you guys. They want to make amends though. We got the Justice here. It could be a Libra. So it's somebody who's holding back from maybe like focusing on y'all, because they feel like you guys aren't focusing on them. That's what's going on. Because we got the Justice here, which means that this could be like a back and forth type of energy. He said, so they coming in to manipulate and lie, wants for me to care more than I do. It's not like they beefing, you know. And wants open relationship and put me on a roster with no money to their name. That sounds ass to me, right? Sounds ass to me, Miracle. You feel me? I was like, yeah, no, thank you. He said they have money and they're generous, but they want pussy privilege not happening. Oh, of course. If they got money and they being generous, of course, we is paying for that. We are paying for the cooch, girl. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You thought I wanted you to have that Chick-fil-A? You thought I wanted you to have your lights on? I do not care if your lights are on. He might though. He might. But anyway, this is somebody who's trying to control the dynamic between y'all. So they may be trying to distract you guys from other people, trying to get you guys maybe like to not acknowledge or notice other people. I think that's what this person is coming back for, because it's somebody who wants to have control over the relationship. Yep. They don't want you to have. So again, this is some of y'all. It's like a previous person who doesn't want you guys to have closure. You know what I mean? Or didn't give you guys closure, because I got the Ace of Swords in reverse. Didn't give you guys clarity about the relationship, and we got the Five of Cups in reverse, and we got the Five of Wands in reverse. So this is somebody who you guys may still be angry with, or have some type of animosity, frustration towards. Maybe there's a grudge. Anyway, they want to make up, or they're holding this grudge towards y'all. One or two, frustration, anger, one or two. All right, but they're just suppressing it. Then you wouldn't know that they're having it because they wouldn't let you know. This is somebody who cares about how you view them, because we got the Justice here. So somebody who cares about how y'all view them, or cares about how they're viewed in public. So they need to always keep like an air of like respectability, or air of like I'm in charge, or air of confidence. It's somebody who they don't want you to see them sweat. That's what it is. It's somebody who doesn't want you to know that they're affected, or that you hurt their feelings or their pride, or you know what I mean. So there's somebody who probably just acts like they're making themselves busy. They're doing stuff to make themselves busy. Maybe they're going to work. Maybe they're hanging out with friends. You know what I mean? Maybe they're doing stuff to distract themselves. So this is somebody who's doing something to distract themselves is going to be trying to show up soon to try to create a distraction for you. Maybe they're trying to get you guys off of work. That would be a Capricorn trait. So some of y'all maybe they pick y'all up from work, or they're going to do something after work. All right, pictures are involved. So there's maybe somebody who takes a lot of pictures but doesn't have a lot of recent pictures posted. So it's maybe somebody who has pictures but doesn't have like recent pictures posted. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be a Pisces, Taurus, Virgo. So you have a lot of pictures, but you don't have. Okay, maybe they're not. Okay, I said they're not recent. But I almost want to say that this is somebody who like posts pictures but doesn't have pictures. Or this is somebody who you used to have pictures of, or y'all used to have pictures, or they used to have pictures of you. So maybe they send you a picture of you, or they send like an old picture of you, or something like that. They're gonna send something, a picture. They're gonna send picture. That's what it is. They're gonna send pictures, or they're gonna try to initiate or try to inspire you to initiate and let go of a grudge between y'all, so maybe they can hang out or be around you. Five of Pentacles is like somebody wants to be around you guys, but they may start off as like it being about something else. It may start off as like being about something else, but they're intending to distract you guys. Some of y'all, they're trying to separate you guys from a partner, or separate you guys from a group. So like maybe you're hanging out with people, they're like, yo, come over here, because I got them being strategic about how they interact with you, or how they deal with you, because like their pride is in the way. So there's some of y'all, it's maybe like a social, it says social warrior justice, or social justice warrior. So somebody else maybe like a political figure, or somebody who's into like the social, like a social network. Maybe they have like a in the hierarchy of social economics in some way. Like maybe they're popular in a way around your social group, around your peer group. That they have influence in that way. So like your peers, if they were to see y'all together or hear y'all together, they would think something. So maybe that's this person, because I kind of get them wanting to like separate you guys from other people, or separate your relationship from maybe like maybe you have like mutual friends. Kind of get like you guys have like mutual friends then, with the Five of Pentacles and the Judgment. Almost like you guys are tied in through maybe people who know people, like y'all know the same people, or maybe y'all follow the same people, or something like that. I get this being somebody who's maybe an entertainer, or just somebody who can like move crowds of people, because we got the High Priestess in this deck. And the High Priestess in this deck is like a festival goer, or somebody who like when they show up, a lot of people give them the attention, a lot of people give them the room. You know what I mean? They seem unapproachable, they seem unattainable. Some of y'all is maybe somebody who you probably would have viewed as like being out of your league, or vice versa. It's somebody who would view you as being out of their league and untouchable. You know what I mean? So one or two. But anyway, they're trying to create some type of relationship where they feel like they have a little bit more control in the relationship, where they're able to maybe, like I said, distract you, or like be part of like your pastime, or just be like closer to you. There's an intention to try and get closer to you. This is somebody who cares about your judgment of them, or your perception of them. So I get them initiating too, but like this may be somebody who like gets frustrated if they feel like other people are really getting your attention, if other people are interacting with you, if other people are playfully dealing with you or talking to you, or if people are, I don't know, liking your pictures or whatever. They just be like, they be silently frustrated, but they don't say nothing. You know what I mean? If everybody's greeting you in the room or at the office, and you don't say nothing to them, they're silently angry or they're silently frustrated, but they don't say nothing. They just keep this air of dignity about them. So there's somebody who, if it's in person, there's somebody who keeps this air of like regality and unbothered, and you know what I mean? It's okay. Things are happening as they're supposed to. So they may even kind of give off like that spiritual vibe to them at times. Some of y'all, somebody who used to be more like a big drinker. If I get them maybe giving that up, now they're trying to get maybe more active. So maybe they're trying to get more of like an active lifestyle. Like somebody who's maybe good at puzzles too, or good at like fixing stuff, putting stuff together. They got good hand-eye coordination. I don't know how you would know that. That's what I was telling. Some of y'all, they also just changed their job, or they're looking for a new job, or they're like, I don't know, maybe they're bringing you news about a new job. Because if I would Pentacles, somebody who's a resource or an asset who've been around for a while, but you guys just maybe never talked, or maybe sometimes you could have left them behind because maybe you guys weren't like going towards the same things. You guys didn't value the same things, appreciate the same things. You know what I mean? So it could even be that. Like, but anyway, this is somebody who's trying to get your focus back on them, or trying to maybe get you to like notice them, because some of y'all, like I said, they feel like you guys are overlooking them or looking past them or feeling like you can do better than them or something like that. They want your focus on your undivided attention. That's what this person wants. So when they reach out, that's what the controlling is. I want your undivided attention. Spend time with me. Talk to me. Reciprocate the vibes that I'm giving to you right now. So that's what it is. So this person wants that from y'all. All right. I think they're a very busy person. Like a very busy person. Somebody who's always in like I said, trying to like control what this person does, control what they do, control how people view them, trying to control everything. They really try to control everything. They have control issues. And I think the biggest issue that y'all are having in the relationship is that they don't have control of the relationship. That's what they don't like. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, like I said, some of y'all, they're going to send you guys pictures, or they're going to ask for pictures, or something like that. Something like that. They just don't want you to be like annoying, or like, yeah, they don't want you guys to annoy them or frustrate them. So I guess don't make them angry. If you're a Capricorn, just don't say nothing. That way you don't make them angry. All right, so it could be a Leo, could be an Aries, could be a Taurus, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be a Scorpio. Yeah, I definitely, and it could be a Leo. For sure, don't say nothing that gets them upset, because like every little thing gives them the ick. Every little thing like can like rub them the wrong way. It don't really take much. That's what. So I guess maybe you just like let them just do the talking or some shit. You know what I mean? Just like, oh okay, oh okay. Just let them do the talking. Don't say too much. That was my gift to y'all. All right, so Aquarius, who's coming towards you and why? It's somebody who idolized you guys, but now somebody who's now starting to see the situation between y'all differently, and they're feeling like they took the wrong actions in the past between y'all. It could be a Pisces, could be a Scorpio. All right, so somebody feel like they took the wrong actions in the past between y'all. So somebody who's been hanging around. That's a Virgo. So maybe somebody you guys feel like you wasted your time with them. Like this is somebody who's maybe low maintenance, or is looking for a low maintenance partner. They were just looking for casual. This is a partner who wasn't ready for commitment either, but they were just looking for casual. But anyway, you're going to hear from this person. This is somebody who maybe tries to get you guys to go out for drinks. They may try to invite you guys to go and hang out. They don't like, whoever this is doesn't like going anywhere by themselves. So it could be a Virgo, Cancer, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody who does not like going by themselves. Some of y'all, I was going to say like a younger sibling, or like a friend, a cousin, somebody like that. Somebody who you guys have fond memories, or like a fond connection with. Because we got 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, King of Cups. Somebody that you guys care about. Somebody, so it could be a sibling, could be a cousin, it could be a family member, it could be even a past partner because of the 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups. So some of y'all, and the 3 of Swords, some of y'all, it is a past partner or past friend, or somebody that you guys were dealing with before. You know what I mean? Somebody you guys were dealing with before. Anyway, they're looking to be vulnerable or express something that maybe they feel like you can maybe make them feel better. Maybe they're looking for you guys to make them feel better about something. Maybe they didn't get the raise, promotion. Maybe they didn't get the money they thought they were. Maybe they didn't get the acknowledgement or the win that they thought they were going to get. Maybe they had a breakup. Because I got the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Like I kind of feel like they want you to help them get over maybe a breakup, or get over some type of sadness, or something hurtful, or some type of mistake that they made. They want you to kind of make them feel better about it. You know what I mean? So maybe they want you guys to go out, or they just want to like have a girl. Maybe it's a girls chat. Maybe they like just talk. Maybe it's like a group chat that they want you guys to like. So maybe it's a group chat that's coming towards y'all. Maybe you guys just get added to a group chat or get added to a group, some type of group. Could be like a lover. I was gonna say like a lovers anonymous or like a romantic group in some way. I don't know what kind of group that would be, but I get this person wanting to reach out to be more emotionally receptive towards you guys, because now maybe they couldn't make room for you at one time, but then now they got room for y'all. They're trying to reconcile with y'all. They're viewing you guys differently. They see you guys in a higher light now. So what it is that they view other people are interested in y'all again, because we got 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords. They imagine you guys to like not be able to deal with anybody else. They thought that nobody else was going to be able to put up with your stuff, with this 9 of Pentacles. And somebody thought you guys weren't going to be able to get anybody else, or weren't going to be able to date anybody else that was like as good as them, or weren't going to get the attention of anybody else that was as good as them. So this is somebody who like bases their value on the way that their partner views them, on being attractive, maybe having the most, having. So maybe you dated a partner that had more money than them. Maybe you dated a partner that was more attractive than them. Maybe you dated a partner that was more popular than them. You know what I mean? Like it's that. So it seems like it's a past person, but if it's a new person, this is somebody who's already gauged your previous partners, your previous connections. They've already kind of like perused through who you liked, who you dated before. You know what I mean? So they may feel like they're not your type. You know what I'm saying? That might be also why they're afraid to come towards you guys, because either maybe your partners are very attractive or very superficial. You know what I mean? Like maybe you date men who only have money. Maybe you date men who are only popular. Maybe you only date men who are 6'8". You know what I mean? Maybe you only date women who have fat ass. Maybe you only date women who have big titties, or women who are very pretty in the face, or maybe you only date black girl, white girl, Asian girl, Spanish girl, whatever. Maybe you only date, you know what I mean? Maybe you only date black, white, whatever the case may be. It's that they kind of feel that way about you guys. You know what I mean? Because based on like your previous dating, this is somebody who's been looking at your dating options. Because we got Knight of Cups here too, so this is going to be somebody who's going to pursue you guys, but they're fickle, and they're fickle because of the 9 of Wands, meaning that they don't want to be rejected and they don't want to lose, but they also have a fear of missing out, because if they don't take action and say something, then it may never happen between y'all. So then they'll never know how you really feel about them. So if it's a previous partner, there's a previous partner who's trying to come back and persuade you guys to renew the connection, or to start over, to reconcile, to accept their apology. Let's go back to the way things were. They're going to try to like win you over, you know what I mean? So they're going to try to tell you what you want to hear, be very charming and flirty up front. Up front, they're going to be very charming and flirty. So it's not even like down the line they're going to do that. They're going to do it up front. They're going to tell you, oh, I miss you, I care about you. They're going to express their feelings. But there's a motive behind it. What it is that they're trying to get you guys very comfortable so that you love them more than they love you. Because this is somebody who feels like you don't really need them. They almost feel like you don't even really want them around either. You know what I mean? And they're trying to act like they don't really need anybody either, but they do. You know what I mean? At least they feel like they do. They may not, but they feel like they do. You know what I mean? So I can't tell if they're the King of Cups or the Knight of Cups, because you got 2 different people here. So some of y'all could be just dating around. You know what I mean? Not really wanting to be single, but also not really wanting to like be with the partners that are around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I really want to be with them, because like it's energy where some days they look the part, and then other days they're not living up to it. So this is like somebody who one day they're doing a great job. They're like crossing their T's, they're dotting their I's, they're showing up like you would like them to. They're like, you know what I mean? They're romancing you, seducing you, they're gifting you, they're, you know what I mean? They're like flattering you. You're like, oh my gosh, I love you so much, Hubert. You know what I mean? And then the next day you're like, they're moody. You know what I mean? They don't have the same passion and charm and charisma. And it's possibly because maybe they're messaging somebody else, or they're texting somebody else, or somebody else is trying to like gain their approval, or they're trying to win somebody else's approval. So it could be that. But then also some of y'all, there's going to be an opportunity for a business venture with somebody. It could be somebody who's in a higher authority than y'all, or you guys will be giving that opportunity to somebody else who maybe felt like they missed out on it with you. You know what I mean? It could be that you guys may be becoming open-minded to somebody who you guys would have never gave a chance to before, or you guys like would have looked past before, but now you're seeing something about this person. So that I get them like reaching out, like they're kind of unsure if you even go for it, and then what they're going to try to do is act like they don't really like care. Again, like they're going to try to act like they're like it's not no big thing to them, but it is. This is somebody who cares a lot about like how this connection could go, how would like dating you, you know what I mean, being seen with you, being friends with you, socializing with you. Like this is a very friendly person, but they're very moody at times. And they're only moody when they see you being friends with other people, or they see that other people are getting your attention, then they're moody. So like, you know, just be like your girl or your guy. If he see your friends are messaging you all of a sudden or texting you all crazy, like, oh, he throws a little fit. Like, oh, like, oh, you might as well just go out with your friends. All you do is go out with your friends or something like that. Or if it's a girl, she'd be like, all you ever do is talk to your boys on the game, or talk to your followers, or talk to your subscribers, or talk to whoever. They kind of like, they get jealous because of that. There's jealousy of that. You know what I mean? They feel like your attention is waning in a way. So they're going to be trying to convince you guys maybe to spend some more time with them. But for most of y'all may have felt like you already wasted enough time with this person. You know what I mean? But they're going to try it again, try to convince you guys, let's do it again. Try to bring up some previous memories, some past time between y'all. Sometimes the previous memory could just be a picture. Like, you know, on social media, they be doing them time capsules, or sometimes you posted a picture 2 years ago and they share it like a throwback Thursday, throwback Friday or some shit, and they tag you in it. And then that might be the kind of thing that happens here. This person may tag you in some shit, trying to bring up that memory, like, babe, baby mom, baby dad, remember when we... No, I don't. I forgot. When did that happen? Even though you got pictures of me on Instagram doing it. I don't remember that. Fake news. That's Photoshop. You know what I mean? That's me. I would say that. That's fake news. Photoshop. That was not me. I don't know that woman. We just had the same kid together. I would say stuff like that. Anyway, it could be a Cancer, it could be Aquarius, it could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag, Scorpio, Sag, Gemini, Virgo. Could be that. That is a fan. I'm glad you said that, because that's what the Three of Cups could be. This could be some of y'all could be a fan, or a follower, or a subscriber, or something like that. There's somebody who wants to get comfortable, get to know you guys deeper. All right. But they're going to be coming, they're going to use something, they're going to use a different means. So they may come at you with like a hidden motive by like maybe asking something, doing something. There's a hidden motive for why they're trying to come towards you. They already see you guys in a romantic light. So even if they're being friendly, gentle, loving, receptive, they already kind of view you guys in a romantic light. Some of y'all, they're older and they're married. And then some of y'all, they're like, maybe just like, they all seem to be about your, one seems to be about your age, and one's older. And one of them seems like they're in a relationship. And then the other one just seems like a Don Juan, just a casual dater. Just, you know what I mean? Just flirting and, you know what I mean, hollering at everybody. You know what I mean? So, all right, Pisces. So you said what? They can have my noodles. They can have my nudies for all I care. Still throwing them what? Still throwing the trash can due to the amount of desperation. Throwing them in the trash can. Okay. All right, so Pisces. Or somebody who's gonna want a relationship with y'all. This may be one that y'all keep quiet or keep concealed. Could be with a Virgo. Could be with a Cancer. They want to have a heart-to-heart talk with y'all. There's maybe somebody who tries to move in with y'all, or wants you to move in with them, or there could be talks about maybe moving in, or talks about moving or coming over. So maybe that, yeah, Two of Cups. So I guess there's going to be a compromise with this person. It's Two of Cups in reverse now. So you guys don't have the same feelings about the relationship. Whoever this is that's reaching out. There's maybe somebody who you guys have took pictures with before, or had pictures with before. It's a one-sided connection. We got the Justice in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. One-sided connection. Either you was investing more or they were investing more, or something like that. It could be also a person who had legal issues at one time, or issues with the law at one time. Anyway, if it's like a, I don't know, if you know this person like in a casual sense, like maybe like high and by, then they may have recently just ended a relationship, a one-sided relationship where they didn't have any authority or any power, or weren't being taken seriously. Could be an Aries. All right. So if it's a relationship that, like, if it's a newer person, there's a person that you may not take seriously. You may not feel the same way about the relationship, but they'll be very persistent. Like, this would be somebody who views you as their their trophy, or views you as like their wish fulfillment. They'll be very persistent, very flirtatious. They idolize you too. So they'll always try to like make sure that you're happy. They're a people pleaser. Whoever this is going to be a people pleaser for y'all. So you'll have authority or have a little bit more control over the dynamic than they do. You know what I mean? And they'll know it, but they'll just be okay with it because maybe they put you on a pedestal. They view you guys as like, maybe upper echelon, or somebody who's like, an authority, and like people respect them and they care about your influence. You know what I mean? They care about your influence. So they care about, like, you know, again, how you view them. Like, they could be shy. I get like a softer voice, even if it's a man. They have like a, hey, you know, what's going on? Like a softer voice around you. It's a gentler voice, is what I mean. Like, it's a gentler voice. They don't feel like they can assert themselves with you the way they assert themselves with everybody else. So the way they talk to you is more like, hey, huh, you know what I mean? Like tender, tender. It's maybe a tender man, tender woman. You know what I mean? They have a cute face though. They're really cute. They give like a childish look. They could look very young for their age, because I got the Emperor and the Page of Cups. So they could be older, but they may stay like, they may take care of themselves so that they look younger for their age. You know what I mean? They may be a drinker too. I get them drinking, but like this is usually after like work. Like they may work like a serious job, somebody else construction, or it's like building or planning or something like that. They work like a serious job, and then that's when they be like after work, then they blow off steam. So this may, you may be like their like release, or you may be like their safe space after like a hard day or after a difficult time. You know, but you, they may view you as like their like good luck or their trophy. You may not find them to be like as appealing. You know what I mean? Or you may not feel the same way about the relationship, because they would like to commit to you. They would like to really fully invest in this relationship. Like they're very persistent. They'll reach out. This would be somebody who's reaching out every day. So for somebody else, it could be like an everyday thing. Ten of Wands is somebody who stays devoted, stays persistent. You know what I mean? Until it burns out. You know what I mean? Until they get exhausted. So maybe they haven't got exhausted yet. You know what I mean? I don't know. Nine of Cups though, they feel like they would be blessed to have you in their life though. Whoever this is viewing you guys as like they're looking at this relationship in a more selfish light though. Like they would be persistent with this because to them, you're a trophy. You're gonna make me look good. Everybody would respect me. Everybody would know that I caught someone or got someone who's really important. There's somebody who's romanticized y'all from the rip. Four of Wands. So somebody else is social comedian. I mean, I said social media comedian. Could be a social media comedian. Thank you so much, Andrea. Ooh, piece of candy. God damn, $20. Thank you so much. And then somebody else, a past person that you guys, they're going to try to reconcile with you or reunite with y'all. So it could be an apology. And then that apology follows by them being more persistent, more devoted, reaching out regularly, you know what I mean, messaging you more. Even if you're not returning the same sentiments, they're going to keep going. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep going. They want you to show you that they're interested in this. They're like, yes, I really want this. All right. Could be a Capricorn, Virgo. Somebody else is a celebrity star, or a popular artist. I was gonna say a popular artist, musician, or a painter, creator. Some of y'all that are just getting started, like they just got started. You know what I mean? Like maybe whatever they did, they just got started. Maybe they're starting like a new project, a new music, a new song. Maybe they got a new hit song out. Maybe that's what it is. It seems like somebody, if they didn't just start, maybe they just put something new out. It could be that. You know what I mean? But anyway, they're very playful. They like to have fun. This is somebody who just wants to have fun. They don't want to be too serious. Even though they would like the relationship, they also just want to have fun. They could see a relationship with you, but they may feel like you don't feel that way. You know what I mean? Or maybe you feel that way, but they don't feel that way. One of the two. One of the two. I don't know who you know what I mean? Two couples here. I don't know. It could be one of the two. You know what I mean? There's somebody who's going to be starting to come out more of their shell. So normally, this is somebody who takes everything too seriously, and they come off as like intimidating, maybe not much for talking. You know what I mean? Anyway, they're going to start coming out and being a lot more playful, a lot more cordial, or a lot more social shortly. You know what I mean? Because this might actually feels like you guys would do good together, whatever you guys got going on. They feel like it would be better if you guys are together or around each other or connected more. They want to connect more. So again, because we got engagement photos, I think pictures may be involved. So either you guys have pictures together, or they're going to try to send you pictures, or you're going to put pictures together, or something like that. Or they're going to maybe like your pictures. Maybe they be liking your pictures. I think that might be it too. They like your pictures a lot, because I kind of get that vibe too. They like your pictures a lot. Yeah, somebody who goes viral. They could be a celebrity stylist, or just like deal with celebrities in some way. Maybe celebrities that are friends. Maybe celebrities that are followers. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they work with celebrities in some way. Like they do service for celebrities in some way. So they're gonna be reaching out though. Some of y'all is just to spend some time. It could be like a one night stand because of that. Because of the Nine of Cups and the Four of Wands in reverse. It's like a short stay. Like I just came for tonight, or I just stayed for the weekend, or you know what I mean. It's like a lover's tryst. I'm just here for like a little bit of time, not long. Like it's somebody who's not taking the relationship serious because they feel like you're not taking it serious. Like they're trying to like, you know what I mean? They're trying to like keep it balanced. Like if you're not taking it serious, I'm not taking it serious. But they are still passionate about like being devoted, reaching out, you know what I mean, being playful, being talkative, you know what I mean, flirting and all that. But like if you're not taking it serious, I'm not taking it serious. So that's what it is. They want you to maybe they want you to make a choice about whether you see this relationship having any stability and getting it past the honeymoon phase, because you guys have only gotten to maybe a certain point, which could be like maybe just sex, maybe just like playfully banter, maybe you could just like maybe you guys are only going on dates, maybe you guys are, I don't know, maybe you guys are only doing voice messages or like FaceTimes or something like that. Like you guys, they're looking for you guys to get past a certain milestone. They want you guys to grow past a certain milestone in a relationship. So they may playfully bring that up, but like not really like push the effort, not really push it. You know what I mean? Could be a Leo, could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag, Aries, Cancer. Yeah, I know they be trying to express how they feel around y'all, but they be shy. Or they just don't know how to express those feelings because the Page of Cups is not somebody who knows how to express their feelings around y'all. Around y'all, they take y'all very seriously. Even though they don't take the relationship itself seriously, they take you seriously, your stature, how you carry yourself. You know what I mean? So like they can't just interact with you how they would interact with people that they think they have something over. That's what it is. They don't have anything over you. Even if it's a celebrity or even if it's somebody who's very popular, they don't feel like they have anything over you to be able to like assert themselves in this way. You know what I mean? They're normally very domineering and dominant on other people, but not with you. Not with you. All right. So it could be a Sag, could be a Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Cancer. All right. So yeah, y'all. So thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks for the support, y'all. Thanks for rocking and roll with me. You know what I mean? It was a good one. I enjoyed this. This was nice. And I just kind of threw this together because I didn't really have no plans. I didn't really have no plans about what I was going to do. I just did it. You know what I mean? And I loved it. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Thank you so much, Marie E. Thank y'all all for the likes. Hey, on your way out, make sure that y'all hit that like for your boy. So that way I can know that I was appreciated. I thank y'all so much. You know what I mean? Y'all enjoy yourselves. Y'all have a great night. It is midnight. I need to run over here to this gas station real quick before it be too late. So I'm gonna be here again tomorrow. I don't know what time exactly, but I'll be here again tomorrow. All right. Anyway, I'm gone.